in the arms of the angel. Fly away from here in this dark, cold hotel room. You escape a horrible fanatic sweater. Hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you be an angel for a hopeless Jersey? Every day, innocent jerseys are horribly disfigured by fanatics. Jersey collectors are crying out for help. Please text the number on the screen and join Strings and Sweaters to help keep jersey collecting alive. We can't keep letting the National Hockey League ruin our passion in life. We need quality made jerseys. Thank you. Check 1 2, check 1 2. What's up, everybody? This is Strings and Sweaters. My name is Tim, and I would like to thank you guys so much. Today we hit 100 subscribers. I would like to thank everybody who has taken the time to watch any of my videos. I'd like to do a special thank you to my girlfriend Amanda for helping me with every video I make, helping set up the phone cameras and the lighting and getting all the shots right. Also, shout out to my cats for ruining all my videos and meowing in them. And I'm just super excited to see where this channel goes in the future. So hopefully you guys come along for the ride. So long-awaited video about Fanatics. So I'm sorry for the delay. It's probably 3 weeks late, but my Penguins are, fighting for a wild card spot. So a lot of my time has been taken up just really watching the Penguins and just hoping they win every night. And then sometimes they have an amazing victory. Sometimes they disappoint me, and I think, let's just blow the team up. So it's really rough right now for Penguins fans. And I also, yesterday, I'm in a band, my band Bend the Knee. We have been in the studio recording our first album. So yesterday I spent like 9 hours in the studio recording that album. So lots of exciting things going on behind the scenes, but I have not had a chance to get to talking about the new news that Fanatics is taking over. All of you probably know, so it's not really news, but I remember the morning it was released, and I was shocked. Not really, actually. I had been planning for a few weeks, actually, to make a video basically predicting the Fanatics were going to take over, just based on some things I was seeing. And just, I really never really thought Nike was going to be the one to take it over, and I didn't see CCM taking it over. So I really wasn't shocked when I saw Fanatics. Doesn't mean NHL gets any kind of cut. They don't get any kind of sympathy from me. For them to pick Fanatics is the stupidest choice for the fans and the consumer. It's the best choice and the most greedy choice for the NHL. These Fanatic jerseys, they are what they are. Just knock that down. They are what they are. This material here is just not something you want to be spending full price on. It's not something you want to see on the ice. It's a good knockoff jersey. It's a good, just get it if you're going to a game and you don't want to spend insane money, even though it is a little bit too expensive already. This branding needs to go if they're going to take over the NHL jersey. They need to figure out another way to show Fanatics or show their brand. This is the ugliest thing, and it ruins a jersey. I see people take them off constantly. You shouldn't be putting out a product where people are altering your product. That doesn't make any sense. Put a product out that fans want. So there's some good news. I don't want to be just all doom and gloom here. There is good news. We have found out that, Fanatics is going to be making their product in the Canadian factory, which means potentially those amazing Canadian-made, jerseys, basically the same quality as those game-worn jerseys that we spend $400 on, $500 on. Those will be made in the same factory, and maybe Fanatics jerseys that they put out for the consumer will not be, in Adidas's whole problem where they were knockoffs. They're actual ones they were saying weren't knockoffs and were just like the ones on the ice. Were actually kind of knockoffs because they were made in Indonesia. They weren't really made with the same fabrics. They weren't really the same. Maybe we can finally get the one thing jersey collectors have always wanted, which is a jersey that we buy that's exactly the same as the one that the players are wearing on the ice. Not exactly the same because obviously, they wear pads. They need bigger, looser jerseys. And they also want to think about comfort of fans and, casual buyers. And they don't want a jersey that's, super tough. But this is Fanatics' chance to really up the quality and make that price value actually worth it. I remember when Adidas took over and Reebok, jerseys were the old jersey. Now it'll be Adidas jerseys are the old jersey. Crazy to think about. But I remember when Adidas took over, I really wanted to get an Adidas jersey, but it took me all the way till now, 7 years to start buying them because they were just so expensive. So I'm hoping that Fanatics can figure out a way to make the cost come down and keep that same quality that we love for the Made in Canada jerseys. Last thing I want to talk about is what does this mean for Adidas jerseys? Well, first, it means no more reverse retro series, which kind of sucks because I actually thought that was one of the coolest things I've seen any sports do for their jerseys. NBA has some really cool, themed jerseys, but I thought that was one of the coolest things. And that's what actually really got me into jersey collecting was that first run of the reverse retros. I love that Penguins reverse retro. I thought it was so cool. I got it right here. Well, let me find it. Oh, here it is. I thought this was just the coolest Penguins jersey I'd ever seen. And this was my first buy, and that's what really put me over into the collector side of a jersey buyer and not just someone who owns, a few jerseys. And I love collecting jerseys, and I don't want to stop. But, it depends on what we're going to get with Fanatics because if it's going to be the quality we've seen, if it's going to be these crappy flat logos, these, the crap not even sewn on numbers, it's just not, it's not for me. So, so lastly, just talking about Adidas, I guess we can look forward to us jersey collectors is, the nostalgia of Adidas. You look back at CCM and you see a lot of these nostalgic, well-kept CCM jerseys and Coho jerseys selling for tons of money, way more money than they retailed back in, the 90s and 80s. So does that mean that, if we, us collectors of Adidas jerseys, our jerseys will hold value and maybe even increase in value because people will see that as the golden era of jerseys? I mean, that would be pretty nice. I don't plan on selling any of my jerseys. I'm keeping them. In my mind, they're basically a piece of history, a way to basically, capture a piece of history that I can look back on and remember. So I don't plan on selling them, but I do predict that with this Fanatics takeover, people will be buying the rest of these Adidas jerseys out, and people will be looking at these Adidas jerseys they look at Coho, those were super quality. Now, that could be totally wrong. If Fanatics brings their game, they're really going to sell the jerseys that are made in the Canadian factory to the fans and not go with Indonesian-made jerseys or some other, outsourced country, then, they can keep it going. And if they keep going with programs in the style of reverse retro, then they can make, a really cool culture around Fanatics. Now, Fanatics is a conglomerate. They're buying up Mitchell and Ness. They're buying up, Majestic and baseball. They're really monopolizing the jersey market. that's the thing that I'm worried about, is there is no competition. There is no reason for them to do that. They don't care about the fans. They care about making money. So fingers crossed, Fanatics makes quality jerseys. But at this point, I just don't see any reason why you would believe that. I'm probably going to make some videos in the future, kind of just about, as the teams change over to Fanatics, what teams I would like to see update their jerseys. I think that could be really cool to see. And then maybe some videos on, like, I don't know, just Fanatics, things that I like that Fanatics does with detailing their jerseys and material-wise. But I don't want to make this video too long, just give my opinion on it. And definitely let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you thought the intro was funny, it was kind of goofy, trying new things out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 100 subs. Until next video, I'll see you guys later. This has been Strings and Sweaters. Peace out, y'all.